Hello viewers, you are watching Nltv News Now. I'll read the headlines to you. Prime Minister Narendra Modi meets Prime Minister of Denmark, Mette Frederiksen, in New Delhi on Saturday, who is on her first state visit to India for 3 days. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar to embark on a 3-nation tour to Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan and Armenia respectively from October 30th to 13th. Difupar Our Students Union on Saturday organized mask campaign program. They distributed around 4,000 masks in and around the town and spread the message of maintaining SOP. Angami Students Union organized the inauguration program of NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy that was left on hold due to pandemic on Saturday at Dr. T. Au Stadium in Kohima. Advisor to CM Nephew Rio, Abu Metha on Twitter talks about All-Member Cricket Association of Northeastern States for a successful 7th conclave of the Northeast Cricket Development Committee. And now the news in details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi met with Denmark's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen in New Delhi on Saturday. She is on her first state visit to India, which is for 3 days. PM Modi received Mette Frederiksen at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in Delhi, where she was accorded a ceremonial welcome. She also paid tributes to Mahatma Gandhi at Rajghat. Danish Prime Minister said she sees her New Delhi's visit as a milestone for the relation between the two nations. Frederiksen will call on Prime Minister Ramnath Kovind and hold bilateral talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. She will also interact with think tanks, students and members of civil society.
मुझे प्रसन्नता है कि आज एक नए सिलसिले की शुरुआत डेनमार्क के प्रधानमंत्री की यात्रा से हो रही है। एक्सेलेंसी, यह भी सुखद संयोग है कि आपकी पहली भारत यात्रा है। आपके साथ आए सभी डेनिश डेलीगेट्स और बिजनेस लीडर्स का भी मैं स्वागत करता हूं।
Officials of Focus Nagaland and International Potato Center on Saturday held a meeting at the office of the CIP Pusa, New Delhi. The meeting was held to discuss about a project proposal to develop a low-cost potato seed production system for improved livelihoods and food security for resource-poor farmers of Nagaland as a sub-project within the Focus project. While speaking at the meeting, APC and MD of Focus Nagaland, Y. Kiketusema, stated that Nagaland has a varied agroclimatic condition and that production of potato could be done in all 3 seasons of the year. The regional director of CIP Asia, Dr. Somerendru Mohanty, appreciated the visit of the Focus team and mentioned that while the project is expected to be funded through the Focus project, CIP will serve as a technical partner. Furthermore, the team of CIP is expected to visit the state very soon for further discussion and site visits. The signing of the Memorandum of Understanding with the Government of Nagaland is expected before the end of the year after the approval of IFAD. As a preventive measure, FEC District Administration in Nagaland on Saturday ordered a blanket ban on import, slaughter and transit of buffaloes within Meluri subdivision. The FEC District Administration issued the order following the assessment report of a joint verification team on the death of large number of buffaloes in the subdivision due to a bacterial disease recently. Meanwhile, the on-spot assessment of the deaths of buffaloes in the village of Kangjang Reguri and Aken village was conducted from October 7 to 9. The team is led by Nagaland State Disaster Management Authority Assistant Manager Jongji Odiopo. As per the assessment report, 112 buffaloes from Reguri village and 82 from Gangjang village and 10 from Akin village were confirmed to have died due to the disease, while several other buffaloes are still reported missing, while the total number of affected families stands at 106. Union Minority Affairs Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi has said the entire Hajj 2020 process in India will be held 100% digital. Naqvi on Saturday inaugurated an online booking facility at the Hajj House in Mumbai and later in a statement said that India sends the second largest number of Hajj pilgrims after Indonesia. He said the Hajj could not take place in 2020 and this year due to COVID-19 and decision taken by the Saudi Arabia government in view of the pandemic. The Hajj 2022 will be announced after consultation with different departments concerned in the upcoming Hajj review meeting to be held in New Delhi on October 21st. As mentioned in the statement, arrangement for special training for Hajj 2022 regarding COVID-19 protocols and health and hygiene were being made in India and Saudi Arabia for the pilgrims. The West Bengal state government has sounded a terror alert in the state during the pujas as an indication that West Bengal is the new terror target. Though senior police officers are yet to jump to any conclusion, arrests made by National Investigation Agency and the Kolkata Special Task Force in the last few months show the movement of terror modules in the state. According to the NIA, these terror operatives use the porous Bangladesh border to enter the country. The alert issued by the State Home Department asked Durga Puja organizers to set up systems to monitor crowd movement. They have been asked to install CCTV cameras and watch towers in the vicinity of puja pandals and work in close coordination with the local police station. The notice also mentioned that immersion of all idols have to be completed between October 15th and October 18th in consultation with local police stations. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Sunday will embark on a three-nation tour which will see him visit Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan and Armenia respectively from October 10th to October 13th with an objective to strengthen bilateral ties and discuss key regional issues. The ministry stated that this will provide India an opportunity to review the progress in its bilateral ties with the three countries. According to reports, the External Affairs Minister will first visit Kyrgyzstan and hold talks with Kyrgyz counterpartners and also call on the President of Kyrgyzstan. Jaishankar will then visit Kazakhstan from October 11th till October 12th and participate in the 6th ministerial meeting of the Conference of Interaction and Confidence Building Measures in Asia. Further, he is scheduled to have meetings with his Armenian counterpartner and call on the Prime Minister. Abu Mehta, who is the advisor to Chief Minister Nephew Rio, took to his Twitter to talk about All-Member Cricket Association of Northeastern States for a successful 7th conclave of the Northeast Cricket Development Committee. He is also the Assistant Vice President of Athletics Federation of India. During the conclave, he was also felicitated by Chief Minister Nephew Rio. He said that their collective unity will ensure a brighter future for the youth. The annual trophy, which was left on hold in the year 2020 due to the pandemic, is being hosted this year at the Dr. T. Au Stadium, Kohima. The NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy on Saturday was inaugurated. The Angami Students Union hosted the event and L. Dikho, Minister FHED, Printing and Stationery Government of Manipur, graced the event as a special guest. It is to be noted that for the very first time, it is being hosted at the formerly known Indira Gandhi Stadium. Furthermore, the first match of the tournament was between Fesama FC and Newmarket Youth.
Football lovers, ladies and gentlemen, I, on behalf of the Naga Students Federation, the Angami Students Union, the Young Organizing Committee, warmly welcome all of you to this inaugural function of the 21st edition of the Naga Students Federation Martyrs Memorial Trophy 2021. As read out by the umpires, we will follow the sequence. First of all, without God's presence, this program will be of no use. So I call upon men of God to kindly invoke God's blessing so that we proceed to the order program. Reverend Kedu Pastor Marima Baptist Church, please take over.
The Almighty God, for giving us a wonderful evening. Respected Chairperson, Sir Yusufat Obelo, special guest, Sir L. Biko, Honorable Minister, PhD, Stationeries and Printing, Government of Manipur, Sir Medoyoka, Honorable Advisor, Technical Education, Sir Krewu Lijutsu, Honorable MLA, Government of Nagaland, Sir Kevin Lamtep, President Naga Students Federation and his colleagues, Sir Devi Yamo, Convener Organizing Committee, Angami Public Organization President and his colleagues, Angami Youth Organization President and his colleagues, Angami Women Organization President and his colleagues, Angami Sports Association President and his colleagues, family members of late Kepojali Satsa, and because of Yosha, senior leaders, dignitaries present on the dais.
Ashish Mishra, son of Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Ajay Mishra, was arrested on Saturday night in connection with the Lakhimpur Kheri violence case. He will be in judicial custody and a local court will hear the matter on Monday on whether he should be sent to police custody. Ashish Mishra, who was being charged with murder, was arrested on Saturday after 12 hours of interrogation by the Uttar Pradesh police. Ashish Mishra was later taken to the district jail. Deputy Inspector General, State Police Headquarters Upendra Agarwal said Ashish Mishra was arrested because he was not cooperating with the interrogation and didn't answer a few questions. Police officials said Ashish was questioned about his location and involvement in the incident in Lakhimpur Kheri that resulted in the death of 8 people, including 4 farmers, on October 3rd. They said the 9-member investigation committee prepared 40 questions for Ashish, who did not clarify his location at the time of the incident. And Chinese armies will parley on Saturday to cool tension along the contested line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. Military negotiators will try to hammer out a disengagement plan for soldiers deployed at Hot Springs, one of the friction points on LAC. Officials familiar with the developments said on Saturday. The 13th round of talks between corps commanders to begin at 10:30 a.m. will be held at Moldo on the Chinese side of the LAC, said one of the officials. The officials also said that they are hopeful of positive outcomes that will take place the disengagement forward. The last round of talks was held on August 2nd, after which the 2 armies pulled back troops from Gogra or Patrol Point 17A. It was the second such disengagement this year after 2 armies pulled back troops and weaponry from Pangong So sector in Ladakh in mid-February. Union Minister of State for Communication Devu Singh Chauhan has assured that the ministry was working on ways to resolve telecom issues in the northeast region. The Minister of State on Saturday said that the NE region was very dear to PM Modi and was hoped to bring the government to the doorsteps of the people, and region was a first priority of the centre. The Ministry of Communication is one of the oldest departments and the youngest in terms of users of new technologies, and if connectivity reaches the last mile, democracy has reached the last mile. The Minister of State said that Nagaland is a shining example for northeastern states in terms of teledensity, and though the pandemic has delayed implementation, it will be expedited. Advisor to the Department of IT Science and Technology (NRE) emphasized on the growing need for more bandwidth to support the growth in cellular telephony and urged the Minister of State to intervene in improving the quality of telecom services in Nagaland, particularly in rural areas. The victory flame on Saturday reached Dimapur's Rangapahar military station at 2 p.m. The Swarnim Vijay Marshal, or the victory flame commemorating 50 years of India's resounding victory over Pakistan in 1971 war, is currently on tour all over the country. According to reports, the victory flame will stay in Dimapur for the next 2 days, and on October 11th, the victory flame will proceed towards the next destination, which is the capital of Nagaland, Kohima. Furthermore, the event is being attended by Armed Forces veterans, Veer Narigao Buddha civil dignitaries, senior military officers, including the Corps Commander, Spear Corps.
So the Swarnim Vijay Marshal, or the Victory Flame, commemorating 50 years of India's resounding victory over Pakistan in 1971, is currently on tour all over the country. So itu karne ami khane de
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to launch the digital platform for the first ever National Infrastructure Master Plan on Wednesday, with an aim to boost infrastructure development in the country and to generate employment. The master plan, called PM Gati Shakti, will encompass infrastructure and advancements that focus on networks between streets, rail, air and streams to build a holistic infrastructure. Pradhan Mantri Gati Shakti National Master Plan was announced on Independence Day and will bring together 16 ministries, including 7 core infrastructure sectors, one platform to synergize project planning across stakeholders, ministries to avoid duplication, expedite clearances and plug gaps at the right time. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday sought the blessings of goddess Kushmanda for various endeavours. The Prime Minister took it to Twitter and said, "We pray to Ma Kushmanda and seek her blessings for various endeavours." He also shared a stuti of the goddess and wished people of India on day 1 of Navratri. This is Gargidega signing off. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.